been
a long time.
Yeah, a moment. Happy holidays to everybody, because I guess we're at that point.
Post Thanksgiving. I think it's been about 2 months, but
yeah,
we're back. We're gonna try to be back for good, like we said the last 2 times. But I think I got some shit worked out. We got a new recording space.
Yeah.
He's got a baby on the way.
Yep.
It's not true, but
everything's gonna be great.
We'll put that in the hashtags.
You'll never see me again.
Yeah, new recording space, same old equipment, same old fucking douchebags in front of a green screen.
Yep.
We're going to try to get more content out there. Any suggestions you have on, helping us get more consistent content out there? Do you guys want to see, more picture posts or little Instagram stories or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, let us know, like direct message or comment. We want to have a show and we want to do the real thing, but
yeah, we'll try to be more consistent. Come fight us in the DMs.
Yeah.
Perfect.
October 26th, Mick Jenkins released his long-awaited project, Pieces of a Man.
Yep.
Titled, the very same as Gil Scott-Heron there. Definitely some nice homage in both the title and some of the stylistics and sound and some references throughout the album.
Hey, feeling like that nigga. These days my skin is much clearer. My woman's skin is much clearer. Of course I'm drinking my water. Don't spend too much time in mirrors. Reflections that get you caught up. Connections that get you brought up in conversation. You basing everything you know about me.
I mean, definitely of the list of stuff we have to talk about, my favorite piece.
Yeah.
For sure. Maybe one of the best things of the year. Like, the sound on it is amazing. Like, the samples, the feel, just the vibe is, it feels somewhat, I mean, I hate to make comparisons, but I guess for the sake of getting people maybe to listen to him, if you enjoyed sort of the jazz, funk, fusion of an experimentality of something like To Pimp a Butterfly, you will very much appreciate.
Yeah, not quite as eccentric or over the top with some of those
set pieces. Yeah. But it's so good. Like, definitely worth the wait. And he is firing on like all cylinders as far as like production.
And it's a concept album like his last 2 projects or last 3 projects, but not so tightly, tied to that concept, you know? I think everybody's favorite until now, maybe Mick project was The Waters.
The Waters, yeah.
And that mixtape was just
the
definition of like a concept album.
Yeah.
Super repetitive, like themes and metaphors throughout. He did a similar thing with Waves and THC. He tried to do, a concept album, kind of about love and about THC, about like marijuana, but it didn't really hit it off quite the same way.
Yeah.
But I think he really brought it home with Pieces of a Man. That's a good 2 or 3 year gap. I think maybe about 2.5 years between the last project. And I think it was well worth the wait. Production, like you said, was solid. There was some great features on there too, from both producers and
Black Milk on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Black Milk, Bad Not Good.
Yeah,
who always pairs very nicely with Mick Jenkins' sound. And fucking A, it's a good project.
Yeah, I mean, and you can tell that he clearly, with like the homage to Gil Scott, like finds, I'm sure, a lot of sort of parallel feelings that Gil Scott had about.
Yeah, there's a lot about growing up and maturation, becoming a man, finding yourself in the world, and like just the black man struggle in general.
Yeah.
And I think he paid all his dues on that album.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah, I mean, we don't have like a rating system or do anything like that, but like that's like a must listen
Yeah.
for sure. On this list.
Yeah,
of stuff.
already top 3. I mean, we'll do a full breakdown at the end of the year.
Yeah.
But it's up there. It's already got a guaranteed spot. So
Yeah.
if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Mick
For sure.
Jenkins, Pieces of a Man.
Yeah.
Bullshit, run a marathon. Rap shit got me parking Bentleys on the lawn. Continental T's got that red label. All no's don't confuse me with these.
I guess shortly after that, on Halloween, Curren.C and Freddie Gibbs
Put out
dropped
Fetti.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start with that? Production?
Yeah.
Lyrics?
I don't know, man. I think it just goes back to, and I love the dude, just the same conversation we had the last episode. Saturation isn't always the key to success or making meaningful art. I think it is really cool conceptually, the idea of Spitta working with The Alchemist again and doing kind of a collaborative album or project with Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah.
But I don't know really how I feel about the payoff in the end.
Yeah, I was when I saw that they were doing that and they'd been working on this for a while, I was really excited. Also with Alchemist on all the production. To sort of more mature voices, like they've definitely been through and seen their fair share of stuff, like in the game, outside of it. There was a moment where I think Gibbs thought about just like getting out of rap in general. We've talked about Curren.C plenty on this show. Like the guy has like his other passions in life.
Yeah.
So they're not even like necessarily in it to win it in that sense, which I feel like meant they could come at it with maybe a real like sort of like not overthought project. And I feel like it was almost like too contrived.
Yeah.
Like, which was really like unfortunate. And maybe I'm being too harsh there, but like, or maybe I put too much into it in my own mind from what I was expecting, and with Alchemist on top of it, it just seemed like such a great mixture. But
I think Spitta does get into like a habit of letting his cockiness get the best of him sometimes.
Yeah.
He's not out there flexing like everybody else necessarily, but like the dude knows he can get into a studio and record an album in 48 hours or less.
Right.
But sometimes I think he gets carried away.
Yeah.
And, they worked on this one for a while, but...
It was like, I think, a year and a half or something, 2 years in the making.
Yeah. But sometimes, I don't know, it doesn't feel like the A game, I guess. And I do value Curren.C for his A game projects, which he's had a lot of.
Yeah. With
know?
Alchemist.
And with Alchemist, too, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Once again, this list of things listen to, but...
I didn't really go back to it
it's
myself.
It's not something that you'll probably... Maybe you'll find yourself returning to. I didn't.
Right.
But, it is what it is.
Yeah.
There's more Alchemist.
Yeah. And
there's more Curren.C.
Plenty more Curren.C. There's another 40, 45 projects out there.
Yeah.
One time circle in the block. Little buddy got murdered on the flat. 2 times, you know how he rock. You know who he knocked on, you know who he shot. You know how he come for nothing I got. Christian Dior, I'm crippin' Dior. Made the let him...
November 2nd.
Vince
Staples, I believe. Yeah, somewhere around there. That was a total surprise. I think he announced it the day before, the night before.
He was on... that whole week he was saying that he had something coming up at the end of the week.
Well,
but
there weren't specifics.
I thought it was going to be like, kind of like he did with "Get the Fuck Off My Dick."
Yeah, just a single.
Or something like 3 tracks or something like that.
Right.
But I wasn't expecting an entire album, and we had different opinions on this, I think.
Yeah.
So
to me, and I think a lot of it in the moment was, just kind of my reactionary response. Like, it was a surprise. I opened up Instagram one morning, and I keep seeing FM everywhere. FM, Vince Staples, do this, click that, buy this. And I went and listened to it, and since I didn't have any like pre-hype, getting ready, speculation, any snippets or samples or singles, it was like a huge like warm welcome to me, and like super refreshing to hear like 9 new Staples tracks. And I go back and listen to it still. I don't know if it's like an A+ project. And I also get like where he's coming from after doing a little bit of digging, that I think it's supposed to be For Me, the title. And it was really kind of a self-driven, aimed at Vince himself kind of album.
Typical Vince, like doing things to entertain himself.
Yeah, exactly. Like his entire internet personality or persona. And that's sort of where I like it. It's still Vince and his like Long Beach storytelling. Kind of this weird, it's now November and this kind of dark summer album. But I think it bangs, it bumps, and it's Vince Staples to me. And there are parts of or aspects of that album that I actually do prefer over
Big Fish
Theory. I feel like I think you thought this album was a little kind of just thrown out there and careless or rushed, maybe, or
well, no, I mean, I think my first listen to it was I think everything that has come from him so far felt so like he's like kind of an artsy dude. I don't think he would maybe say that or describe himself as that, but he is. There's like a certain level of him that he is not your like just off the street like rapper's rapper or like I mean he's or real hip hop or whatever you want. He like likes to take things in a different direction, like you sort of saw with
it's not boom bap and it's not trap.
Big Fish and even Prima Donna, like these sort of like concept pieces, I guess. But I think the thing that was missing for me and that I've really grown to appreciate is like his voice with like that Clams Casino, Detroit, what is it? It's like Detroit house, Detroit something sound.
And maybe that's the part that was missing that I was comfortable with it missing. Kind of that like experimental kind of like electronic house.
And that's the thing, like he to me is never like he like has real like gangster lyrics a lot of the times, but it like clashes so well against a like almost like artsy feel. Like this
was definitely more on like the G-funk side of his catalog.
And I think it hit me in a weird way in my ear. And I don't know what that means. Like if like the true Vince Staples connoisseur is the one who can, really like hear the nuance in the G-funk. It's like somebody who can listen to like Captain Beefheart and be like, I totally understand what he's saying. But for me, this thing I think I was just like expecting, either more Big Fish, more Summertime. And, I think we were just talking. He's apparently got other albums just like stashed away. Who knows what the production's like on them? I mean, and I think he's already talking about throwing something out the first of the year. So I'm not... for me, I guess...
And hopefully more like actual work with Sweatshirt.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think I enjoyed the most like the weird little like snippet.
Like here's some real Sweatshirt, and then it turns out to be 20-second snippet. And then the Tyga thing was a little out of I don't know, out of character, out of like theme or whatever. But
but love you, Vince. I'll just keep waiting for something else.
And I'll keep listening in the meantime. Vince Staples FM.
Check it, look, riddle me this and riddle me that. If the contract look like a riddle, I give you a slap. The contract look like a skittle, I give you the dap. That's sweet. I'm a sign, just show me where the pen.
So IDK had kind of a surprise
IDK and Friends
release. IDK and Friends. I think it's 6 tracks, 5 or 6 tracks, all like features, collaboration tracks.
Yeah.
Not the IDK I was waiting for. I was sort of waiting for a follow-up to his last project. I Was Very Bad.
Yeah.
And IDK and Friends wasn't really that.
Yeah.
But I guess similar to the Vince Staples thing, it was entertaining to me nonetheless. And that shit went hard.
Yeah. There's definitely a theme or a sound that he was going for.
Yeah.
Like, something tells me he's working on something else too.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
and he wanted to get something out there so that he's not just kind of dead in the water after, the whole freshman thing earlier this year.
well, yeah. And I Was Very Bad is like almost, I think, 3 years old now. Because I think it was released, he made that album with Adult Swim.
Yeah, and he re-released it.
Yeah. So it's been around for a little while.
He just recently, if you haven't checked it out, did a whole video series for the entire album. Mm-hmm. It's in a couple parts. It's broken into a couple parts on YouTube.
It's awesome.
Just one giant music video for the whole album, and it's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And you should check that out.
Yeah, for sure.
You should also check out IDK and Friends. I honestly can't name any of the features on that album. Not really names that rung a bell with me.
No.
But it's entertaining and it's fun, and we're gonna sit around and wait for the kind of the conscious, heavy, dark shit to come back.
Yeah. More Dell and Doom on that?
Yeah, maybe. I don't think that's very likely to ever have
the fact that it was on that first
collaboration
one,
like that with anybody
Pull
again.
that off, yeah.
Pretty cool.
First of all, let me say thank you to my dad and mother. You ain't never give up on me. Now just look what I'm becoming. I'll be honest, I still struggle with addiction. It's a problem and I'm always missing shit today. Just push it to tomorrow.
Underachievers,
yeah. I think, honestly, you've
After
listened
the
to
Rain.
that. Yeah, but
I've listened to it a couple times, and I'm a big UA fan. Kind of the whole Beast Coast thing is my jam, but I don't know, mixed bag on that one again. A little too low key, maybe.
It was definitely polished, and I don't mean that in the
was
way of
very clean, and it's recording quality and just
it was radio.
Production.
It was radio friendly.
Radio friendly.
It was new, uninitiated, listener friendly.
Yeah,
definitely. It was easy to, you could go out, grab people, and tell them to listen to it over anything else that they've put out, or if you were trying to open a door to that whole pro era,
right?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't. Maybe we'll have more discussion about this if we do a sort of up and comers for this next year.
Yeah.
But I could see.
I hope that it serves, because it was a good album. I think the lyricism, the flow, production, everything, it was all quality. It was just a little unexpected for me.
Yeah.
And maybe because the most recent project was AK's mixtape, which was very similar to IDK's recent project, just bangers, just kind of
straight bangers,
nonsense-ish, here's, how badass of a rapper I am, throw a beat at me and I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah.
And, the last couple, full-blown UA projects were definitely on the heavier side, definitely always on a very spiritual, conscious side.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are self-proclaimed indigo children. Yeah. And are big into, the whole gold soul theory, indigoism, and that kind of I guess it would be kind of a, maybe not in the best taste to say alternative spirituality, but that's sort of what it is.
Yeah. It's definitely expand your mind through the use of psychedelics.
Yeah.
And, clear your mind and elevate yourself above the reality.
We're definitely going to do
a
video breakdown or kind of discussion about Joey Badass and Stilo and UA and Flatbush and how all those very strange puzzle pieces fit together 6 years ago.
Right.
I think that'll be fun. But check it out. It's I I think it's supposed to be kind of a more positive, emotional, uplifting kind of a message they're presenting.
Yeah.
But also check out their back catalog too, and
for sure.
just kind of compare contrast.
Yeah. Indeed.
Phone steady ringing out the hill now. They like heard you got that work, chicken with the jerk, hold that twerk. Phone steady ringing out the hill now. They like heard you got a meal, got up out that deal.
Oh, yeah, K.R.I.T on the 16th.
Yeah.
Kind of. I
Three
guess
times.
I don't know if
Thrice
these were
times?
all surprise projects, or you and I have just been so
Man.
busy that they took us by surprise.
Yeah. You know what? Which I prefer rather than sitting and waiting and waiting and
Yeah.
sitting and.
Yeah, that was another one I didn't see until maybe a day or two later.
Yeah.
Thrice X.
Yeah.
3 songs.
Yeah. Whatever. Where. 3 songs? 3 times?
3 times.
I don't know. It's definitely for me the
Triple X.
other must listen to on this list.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a continuation of Forever's a Mighty Long Time.
Oh, it picks up
With
it
the
picks
sound,
up right where
but,
that
like,
left off. Yeah.
Whatever. I could take another 2 discs with that feel and that vibe.
Yeah.
That album was so goddamn good. Like,
Right. Well, and it's better than K.R.I.T releasing a whole project right now that maybe doesn't live up to.
Right.
Um,
Right. And I don't think he's going to fall into that trap again.
no.
And he has no reason to. Like, he's completely independent now. He has no.
Right.
He's not tied down to a label that he has to, like, fulfill.
Yeah, it's been a while before we had, or since we had, K.R.I.T saturation. So
Yeah. So, I mean,
I
maybe,
think he's in a good place.
yeah, getting ready to. He'll shave it all off and show back up with a vengeance.
Yeah.
Or not. I don't
That's-
know. Maybe
that's
he's just going to
happened
grow
before.
it. Grow it all the way up. Grow it all
The
way
fingernails too. I don't know about that. You gotta trim your fingernails,
Yeah,
bro.
man. But yeah, no, that I mean, it's K.R.I.T.
Yeah.
I mean, that sound is.
I think you get what you expect.
It's crunchy. It's Mississippi. It's him. It's great. It's 3 songs. There's no time investment required.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the albums over the past however long it's been since you've seen us that we've been listening to. We were interested in.
Yeah.
Maybe you have some other ones you want us to check out. Let us know. Send us a message. Leave us a comment.
By the time you see this, New Earl should be out.
Oh yeah, new Earl sweatshirt this Friday. Some rap songs
Yeah. That's the title.
of the album.
There you
Some
go.
rap songs.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna get back on the consistency boat here and
Yeah.
try to keep this thing afloat.
Yeah, let us, like, seriously, like I said at the beginning, let us know if you want to see, like, more frequent, like, shorter videos.
Yeah.
Or you're willing to wait for, like, big, grander discussions, like the one we did about Gambino and
Oh,
Tribe.
Tribe,
Yeah. Either way, yeah, just give us all the feedback that you can muscle out. And,
Yeah. Tell your friends. At this point, I don't know. Use word of mouth. I know
Yeah.
we're in like a digital age, but it seems like maybe just letting people know
yeah.
what's going on. Tell them, check us out. Smash the bell button.
Just
like
write
us.
it in Sharpie on the bathroom wall.
Yeah. Or don't like us. Tell us why you don't like us.
Yeah, yeah.
So we can work on either continuing to do what you hate about us or
Right.
trying to change
Yeah,
ourselves.
the like button and the dislike button are equally useful to us.
Yeah.
To us, and nobody's really using either one, so
Yeah.
it can't necessarily be our fault because if we sucked, you'd be hitting that dislike button.
Right. Let us know at least.
Yeah, and follow us on Facebook,
Yep. Instagram.
Twitter.
Yep.
Yeah,
Get on the bird. Let us know what's going on.
yeah.
We will catch you guys shortly.
Yeah.
We'll be back with
hopefully real soon.
Yeah, year-end roundup, wrap up, no pun intended, and maybe what we're looking forward to first part of next year. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon.
Peace.
Out.